It's game grandma. Yes. So it would seem. So it would appear. Can't sleep. Oh no. No tears, only sleep. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Didn't I have this set to 6 at some point? I feel like I did. I feel like I had this set to 6, but maybe it just didn't save. Oh, I probably just didn't save it, huh? Alright. Yeah. Getting a new computer! That's pretty pooga woogers. You know what I'm saying? Know what it's at. You know where it's at. We're all about that. We're all about new computers. We built some here. Konbanwa. Konbannichiwa. Village for brain hackers? Yeah, no, sure, it's fine. Are you getting I think you're a Mac user. Are you getting a MacBook? A new MacBook or something? Maybe I'm misremembering, but I that's what I remember is that you are a mackerel. A Lenovo laptop. Oh well, there you go. You should put Linux on that one. They do well with Linux. Too wimpy. I haven't really updated my OBS. OBS is telling me there's an update, but I've kind of been ignoring it. I don't want to update to a new major version. Yeah. Updating software is a trap, okay? Updating software is something the deep state wants you to do. Shallow prefecture. Yeah. Updates for Windows users. Also true. Damn, dude. You didn't have to call us out like that. Imoto is watching you. Imoto ga miteru yo. Imoto-chan. How you doing? How are we feeling today? I've been feeling okay-ish because I had to do work on a Sunday, which sucks. I did like 4 hours. I spent all afternoon just working. And not on like personal projects. I had legit just had to do work for work. I mean, I get to write down the time. Just good. I think I'm gonna take a week off work soon. I have so much overtime. I'm gonna ask my boss because it's kind of getting out of hand. So we're gonna chagaimoto. Chagaimoto. I wonder. I get some pretty bizarre images in my mind when I hear that. Chagaimoto. But okay. Potato-chan. Potato. X-potato. What was emo? It's like this, right? That's emo, right? Am I correct? Wait, no, the mo actually goes through both. Emo. Japanese is fake. Well, you heard it here first. Oh yeah, I was correct. Emo. Made it just to say hi before bed. Very nice. Well, good night, Chalk. I appreciate that you came around to say hi. That's always very nice. Hello, friend. Hello. Well, okay. I think we're ready, right? Let's get started. It's Sunday, which means it's Ace Attorney time. I made it just in time too. Yeah, because I was literally working until just before we got started. So it's time to start the game. Ace. Oh, this is not gonna work. For some reason, this never works, but okay. There we go. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We're coming up on like almost 500 hours of playing Ace, which is quite something, isn't it? Mukotsu? Is that a word? Is that a real word? Boneless. Boneless chicken? Wrong keyboard. There's the right keyboard. Nahone. It's kind of, bukots. Bukots is a real word. But it doesn't mean what I thought it would mean. Like, apparently it means boorish, unrefined. That's weird. No bones means unrefined. I guess rustic. Cool, alright. Well, we'll take it. We will take it just like that. We will accept the truth as it is before us. New bones for refinement. That's, it would appear. Yeah. So it would seem. Need those bones. Bone in chicken, boneless chicken. Chikan. Chikan! Chikan ga nai. We have no chicken. Let me just make sure that all of this is correct. Alright. We need to have the same level of volume at all times. That's the important part. Always have the same volume. Streamer tips. Just a tip. Let me adjust a thing real quick. 1 second. 1 second. No. No. Open. I need to open a thing. We need to go to OBS, Assets, Layouts, New Layout, Cam Mask. Cam mask, there, this is the one. And then we will just take you and this, and we will move you up like so, like that. And then we will export, we'll save, we'll export. Go back here, we will go back to assets, we'll go back to layouts, back here, and we will do the mask. Yes. Okay, good, good. That's part 1. You saw how that moved up, that's good. Then part 2 is getting rid of this, and then exporting again. Quick export, and this is the drop shadow, and we will replace you. There we go. Now we've moved up the camera. Just it's a very elaborate way of doing that, but it works. It works. Let's get rid of Eve. No, you don't do that. We do not do that here. We don't get rid of. There's many things you might get rid of, but not me. What are you gonna do without me? Who's gonna run the stream? No more game grammar. Yeah, it's true. It's over. It's over, all over. It's all over. なんですって、被告人の指紋がエンブレムに. Alright, so I remember stopping here specifically for the purpose of remembering what the frick, what the hell we were doing. And we were doing a thing, and Godot just boldly proclaimed that apparently on the emblem there have been fingerprints found of the accused of Amasugi. So that's a thing. I'll hack into the servers and play just Paper Mario. Just Paper Mario. More anonymous. No, there will be no moaning. That never happened. There's no proof. Not on a Sunday. Not on an Ace Attorney Sunday. No such thing. 静粛に Silence. 護道検事エンブレムを提出してください. Prosecutor Godot, please present the emblem. 俺の恋人だ。大事に扱ってくれよ。It's interesting that he does 扱ってくれ. No, that's correct. I was like, 扱って. No, yeah. So, it's just standard conjugation. 大事に扱ってくれよ. So, this is my girlfriend, please. Or, this is my lover. Please treat them nicely. I don't know what pronoun we should be using here. It's a bit ambiguous, isn't it? That's where Japanese is superior. They don't fixate too much on the pronoun stuff. They're just like, we'll just keep it vague. Makes it easier for everyone involved. Let me drink cough syrup. Need to make it through the stream. Okay. Coffee. No coffee today.
どうも衣装から引きちぎられたようですね。
So, 引きちぎられた。引きちぎる、right? 引きちぎる、which means to rip off. Yeah, to tear off. 引きちぎる. Literally to rip off by force. So you could think of it as like when you have like a thing on a piece of clothing, like an emblem or whatever, or you could have like we had that word, like an we had that word actually just recently for it showed up in Cyberpunk actually when you have a stitch thing, I think that's stitch onto your clothing like a badge. What was that called? They used a very interesting word for that. I saw homechigiru earlier. That's homeru, right? Homechigiru. Am I reading that right? Homeru. Yeah, homeru. Okay, homechigiru. To praise to the skies, to sing the praises of, to extol. Interesting. Homechigiru. It kind of like, because chigiru wasn't here for that stream. That was a while ago. That was 3 weeks ago, I think. It was on the first YouTube stream I ever did. Or that's not quite true. I did do YouTube streams back in 2019, but the first stream back on YouTube, I guess. Chigiru usually just means to bits, like put into bits, right? Tear to pieces, tear to shreds, tear up. It's interesting. Chigiru makes more sense to me of like, oh, you rip it out, you know, to do heavily, to do hardly. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I guess with as an auxiliary, it just means, it just sort of exaggerates the meaning. 3 a.m. streams. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 引きちぎる. Oh, that's interesting. Did we add 引きちぎる? I think so, right? No. Okay. We'll add it to the vocab list.
ふむ、どうも衣装から引きちぎられたようですね。So it seems that it was ripped off the outfit.
This domo, by the way, you might know domo can be used as like thank you, but it's really just domo is kind of the reason it's used as thank you is because it's the shorter version of like domo arigatou gozaimashita or whatever, right? Something like that, right? It's usually part of a phrase, but in more casual situations, it might get shortened to just domo. Like, it doesn't even have to be too casual. Can still be used quite formally, I guess. But yeah, that's the reason why it can be used as thank you. And this usage here in domo is actually the same use. It's grammatically, it's doing the same thing. It just means like, no matter, I like to just think of it as like, no matter how you look at it, kind of. Like, you could think of like do mitemo. That's more specific, like that meaning, no matter how you look at it. But here, this domo is just saying that like, well, very clearly, right? It clearly seems that way. Like, clearly it's been ripped off, right? That kind of same, same meaning. I wanted to add drop shadow to the chat text, and I haven't done that yet. I completely forgot.
エンブレムの裏に布の切れは、布の切れ端が残っています。So there is a piece of cloth remaining on the back of the emblem.
布の切れ端. 切れ端 is like a shred of cloth. どうやらあの晩現場でタフなファイトがあったようだぜ。It would seem that there was a tough fight that happened at the crime scene that evening. 最悪の展開だ. Oh man, this is horrible. This is the worst thing that could have happened. 証拠品、怪人のエンブレムのデータを法定記録にファイルした. Okay, so we have the emblem now. 怪人のエンブレム、綾里京子像の影より発見。衣装から強い力で. Sometimes when I see this, I'm not sure if it's she. Okay. 強い力で見
mushiritorareta yoda. Okay, so this is another word also that kind of means the same thing. Mushiritoru just means to rip off. Mushiritoru. Mushiritoru. Shiikiri. Shiiriki. Yeah, shiiriki. Mushiritoru just means to tear off as well. So hikichigiru and mushiritoru is very similar. Yeah, I can't really give you like a good rundown of like where exactly the difference lies, but yeah. It's also not that important. Just two words that mean mostly the same thing. Okay, so the emblem was found behind the statue of Ayasato Kyoko, and it was ripped off by force from the outfit of the thief. Recently, I make fake readings and tell them to Wasef, and he loves it. And he looks it up because he half believes me. You're a menace to society. I haven't been able to watch any of my friends stream. I just don't have the time. And like, I've been doing other stuff. Sad. Sag. Kono godo. Ukatsu ni namecha dame sa. You shouldn't carelessly underestimate godo, you know? Shouldn't underestimate me. Kono godo. Whenever people do like kono and then their own name, this kind of means that they're being conceited about it. They're like, you know, me out of all people, you shouldn't underestimate me. Like, high and mighty me, am I right? Kind of like that. Yakedo shichau ze. You're gonna get burned. どうやらここまでの流れはあいつの計算通りか。So it would seem that everything that's happened so far is exactly like he planned, is exactly what he calculated. 計算通り, which means just like calculated. 計算通り. Calculation. 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 計算通り. Hey Volare, how's life? さて裁判長、そろそろ次の証人を呼ぶぜ。Well then, Your Honor, let's call in the next witness, shall we? Who's gonna be the next witness?
自分はもうおしまいっすか？まだ何も立証してないのに。Am I already done? I haven't really established anything yet.
あんた自身の無能ぶりを立証した。それでよしとしようぜ。Well, you established your own lack of lack of skill, your own lack of capability, or I guess what's like huno buri. Like the huno means useless. Like you have no talent, you're useless, you're of no good. Huno, or I guess sorry, it's not huno, it's muno, which is kind of the same thing, isn't it? Muno, incompetence. Oh yeah, incompetence. That's the word I was looking for. Well, you've established your own incompetence, and that will do. That's all we need. それでよしとしよう. That's それでよしとしよう is kind of a thing that you'll probably hear quite a bit. In general, there's like としよう, like let's go with that, right? よしとしよう, like let's just say that that's all right. That's quite all right. That's quite good. Let's go with that essentially.
ちょっとちっとも良くないっす。It's not good at all.
ちっとも is just kind of like not even a bit, right? ちっとも良くない with a negative. Not even a little bit.
それでは係官、次の証人を入廷させなさい。Alright. So bring in the next bailiff. Bring in the next witness.
いよいよ名探偵さんの登場か。So it's finally time for the famous detective to make his appearance. Is it? It is. I was wondering, like, okay, I guess he knows, but yeah, it is. Straight up. Straight up. 1秒の時間はコーヒーの一滴。さっさと収めるとするぜ。Oh, is that like 収める? Because no, how would you read that? Oh, wait, wait, what? おっぱじめる maybe. おっぱじめる. Ah, it's おっぱじめる. Never mind. I was confusing it with osameru, which is the other one. Oppa. Oppa. That sounds like Korean, right? Watching on a driving car makes me car sick. I may leave soon, maybe. How long are you going to stream? Home in an hour? I'm going to be live in an hour, for sure. I'm going to stream anything between 2 or 3 hours today.
So, を始める to start, to begin. Alright. I was thinking of 収める. I was thinking of this one for some reason. I don't know why. Because of the, well, I can explain to you the reason. Because of the O, it kind of threw me off. Because I knew osameru looked kind of like that and it started with an O. So that's why quits early. I don't think I've ever rage quit Ace Attorney, right? That's never happened. I've only ever like rage quit Persona. So, 追っ始める. 追っ始める. Oppa Gangnam Style. Sorry. Not yet. Yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen. People seem to like the third game though, so who knows? So he's saying 1秒の時間はコーヒーの一滴さっさと追っ始めるとするぜ Again, he has this とする which kind of just shows I guess incentive. He's just like let's get this party started. You passed the most unfair case, so it should be smooth sailing. That's good. That's good. Sail. Will he do side games too in 2030? I don't know. Will I? I guess you'll have to wait and see. And then, so 1 second of chime? 1 second of time is equal to 1 drop of coffee. Let's get started already. This itteki just means 1 drop. Teki. This is usually shizuku or teki. When it's a counter, it's teki. So when you have a number in front of it, itteki, then it would be a counter, so then it will be read teki. But if it's just by itself, it's usually shizuku. And you have 2 versions of this, and I actually don't know which is used when. I've seen like shizuku like this, and I've seen the other one. Hitori shizuku, yeah. Hito shizuku. But I don't know, I feel like shizuku, like this one here, the second one, also can sometimes be used in names, I think. I don't know. I don't know what the difference would be. This one reminds me of something cold, but maybe that's just because it has the weather part. Like the cloud part, the rain part. Stealing your soul energy. I'm sucking out your soul energy. By my mere presence. 黙って Quiet now. どうやら見えたようですな It seems you have seen it.
何ですか Seen what?
つばり You suck it. Stop. Now you're hearing the things you want to hear. That's not on me. 美しき推理が我に囁く真実 The truth that beautiful deduction is whispering in my ear. Yes. あなた方は裁判長とおそらく検事それもコーヒー好きの What a deduction. You people must be the judge and the most likely the prosecutor and a coffee-loving one on top of that. What a damn dude, he's so good. How does he know these things? 違いますかな Am I wrong?
そりゃまあそうですが No, I mean, you're correct.
He's too smart. あんたなかなかやるじゃねえか I see. He's impressed. Okay, sure. Why not? Why not be impressed? I understand. That's fair. You're pretty good, huh? この五道の正体を見抜いたのあんたが初めてだぜ You can't be serious. This is a joke. It's an elaborate joke. It's just a joke. It is joke. Why you be mad? You're the first one to see through my true persona. To see through me like that. Not particularly elaborate. It's just a bunch of idiots. It's the Three Stooges. It's just the Three Stooges. That's all it is. やれ、検事殿。自己紹介が遅れたようです。Well, Mr. Prosecutor, I'm sorry, my introduction has been left aside for too long. 我が名は星だけ愛が名探偵という名のここの一番星 Yeah, ここの一番星一番星 Sorry, 一番星 Delayed? Yeah, my introduction was delayed. 自己紹介が遅れたようだ Right? My self-introduction has come late, it would seem. So, my name is 星だけ愛が名探偵という名のここの一番星 So ここの一番星 just means like the solitary first star. Ichiban. There's a better name of that, right? Not the first. I don't know. Ichiban boshi. It generally just means the first star to appear in the sky. Well, there you go. No, it's not the North Star. Not necessarily. The first star to appear in the evening. Which I don't think needs to be the North Star. The North Star isn't even necessarily the brightest star in the night sky, right? I don't think it is. Or is it? Wait, I'm not sure anymore. That's too wordy. Yeah, the North Star. I mean, it works. We just don't have a nice word like that, right? Ichiban boshi. I feel like Japanese, it always gets credit for words like komorebi. Just like, oh, the light that filters through the leaves of the tree. And it's like, oh, it's so beautiful. But Ichiban boshi is another one of those where it's very straightforward, but it's nice and concise too, and it's hard to find a concise way of saying it in English. So yeah, there you go. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm going somewhere, and you may or may not follow me. I'm not sure. You can stay where you are. You can come along on the journey. And the other word he's using is koko, which is like solitary. Yeah, solitary, aloof, proudly independent. Are you two proudly independent? I don't know. 一つがセーブ Yeah? Sure. If it was Wasef's stream, he would start looking that up. No, it's not. It's mean. Ichiban boshi. What is that? Rokutose? What is the rokutose? Is that a thing? I don't know. Rokutose. Is that star classifications? Ayafumi-san, konnichiwa. I feel like I've seen the toll used for classifying stars before. I think I saw that when playing... When was it? I think I saw it when playing Steins Gate, actually. The faintest star. Oh, okay. Alright, anyways. So yeah, Koko no Ichiban boshi. So like, the lonely North Star. Worthy of the name famous detective. Hoshi dake aiba. The faintest star you can see. Oh, okay. 強烈なのが揃っちゃったね。We got a pair of weirdos right here. 強烈のが. So 強烈 means like strong. 明けの明星かな? 明けの明星? 朝日が昇る.明星. Of course. Of course. Of course it's gonna be 明星. Because sure, morning star, Lucifer, Phosphorus, Venus in the morning star. Those are quite a few different. Akeboshi. Akeboshi would be a band's name, huh? Meino? This would be like, or Yoi? Yoi no myojitsu. Myojo, sorry, myojo. Is it me? Yoi. Yoi no myojo. Vesper. Hesperus. I don't know what we're looking up. Just a bunch of stars. Ichiban boshi. Kinsei. Or whatever. Kinsei, Venus. Oh, Kinsei is just Venus. Okay. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire. So, 強烈なのが揃っちゃったね. So we have quite a few interesting characters here. 強烈 kind of means like strong or like very like extreme. しかもちょっと気が合いそうだぞ、あの二人. And they also seem to be getting along quite well.
あなたは事件当夜たった一人で警備をしていたそうですね。It seems that it was just you on the night of the incident that was standing guard.
さよ、exactly. 我がマナコは糸のこぎり刑事100人に勝る特別性なのです。My eye is worth 100 糸のこぎり detective or detective 糸のこぎりs. 我がマナコは right に勝る. So this word he's using here, masaru, means to best, to be better than. So 糸のこぎり刑事 detective 糸のこぎり100人に勝る. So 100 like 100 of him. Like this part here means 100 detective ito no kogiris ni masaru, and masaru means to best, to be better than, right? The kanji for it would be masaru. Also, masaru, quite a popular name as well, which I think can even be written with this kanji, right? If it's just a name, I'm not sure. But yeah, masaru, to excel, to surpass, to exceed, right? And usually it's intransitive, so we used ni. Nanika ni masaru, like to best something, to be better than something. right? It's an indirect object there. And then, yeah, Masaru, monkey. True monkey. Nice. Not this one. Don't name your kid Masaru, but this one. Or I guess you can if you really want to. Oh, cool. Here's a bunch of phrases too. Masaru tomo otoranu. Masaru tomo otoranu. Not at all inferior to. Well, there you go. That's a good one. I think this tomo here is kind of like demo, right? Or not really demo, but like Masaru tomo otoranu, because the meaning means that it's neither. Momoto. What does that mean? I just know. Oh, over Masaru. Okay, dai. Yeah. I feel like there's like this tomo is kind of like a negative, saying like not winning and not losing, right? Masaru tomo otoranu. Like not winning, not losing, not at all inferior to, compare favorably with, being better than, or maybe, I'm not sure. Masaru tomo otoranu. Yeah, I'm not sure. It does mean winning a little bit, surpassing. So maybe not. It does mean winning. Like it does mean surpassing apparently. So maybe it's not negative. I thought like maybe it's like that, but no. Okay, sorry, I went off on a tangent there. Also, yeah, Masaru tomo otoranu. It just seems like if you really think about better than, also not worse than, yeah. If you think about it too much, it just seems a little bit superfluous, because if it's better than, then it also isn't worse than, right? It seems kind of you're saying the same thing twice in a row. But not that never happens, right? It's just weird. All right.
まあ、あの刑事の眼が見えていればの話ですが。
Well, that would be assuming that that detective's eyes can even see in the first place.
ふむ。
話ですね。Yeah? あの探偵がなぜたった一人で警備に当っていたか。Like, 当たっていたか。Why was he the only one standing guard? 何か理由があるはずだ。必ず。There must be a reason. For sure. Oh, remember, I kept talking about buying a gavel. I should still do that. I need a gavel. I need a gavel and the wig and the beard. Judge cosplay.
では、その特別性の眼で目撃したことを証言してください。Well then, please, using that special-made eyeball of yours, would you testify what you've witnessed?
I remember when I first heard the word kanarazu. I lived in a city called Kalamazoo. That's an interesting anecdote. 目撃したこと What he witnessed.
あの晩、日付が変わって1時間ほどのこと。
So that night, about 1 hour after the date had changed. So 1 hour after midnight.
I love how we can't just say 1 a.m. No, we have to say
1 hour after the date had changed.
Yes. True. Truly based and based true.
気集め、宿敵たる。
Oh, man. I got spit in my mouth. Wait. Don't want to spit.
気集め、宿敵たるライバル、仮面マスクが舞い降りた。
There he was. There he came about.
I don't know. How do you translate Maiorita? He came, he saw, he conquered. No.
There he appeared, my mortal enemy. Masked mask. Kamen mask.
振り返ろうとしたその刹那、誇り叩き頭に一撃が。
And at that moment, when I tried to turn around, my proud head was hit.
So there's a bunch of stuff here. Like setsuna means like short while, a moment, an instant.
誇り叩き
is so hard to say. Proud head. I don't know where you're going with this, but I already don't like it. I think it's the latter, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it's all about how people interpret language, you know? We're not prescriptivists here. You can get whatever interpretation that you want. That's the freedom that we have. So, 振り返ろうとしたその刹那. In the moment I tried to turn around, 誇り叩き頭に一撃が. My proud head was hit by an attack.
深く怪人と戦うことすらできず、我が意識は
tsuya to kieta.
Alright, so without even getting a chance to fight the thief, my consciousness faded away. When it comes to taking medicines from pharmacies, yes. So there's another one. He just Aiga just likes to use kind of fancy phrasing. Like he'll use these kind of, right? Tatakau koto sura dekizu. It's just like sura is normal here. Sura just means sura is just the usual sura. It means not even, right? Especially with negatives. And there's dekizu. Dekizu. Oh man, I love Ace Attorney. Can't stick around for long, but I'll have lots of fun. Yes, well, thank you. I love Ace Attorney too. It's been a lot of fun. I'm experiencing the series for the first time, just streaming it. I've never played it before. So we talked about like Zu before, but in general, Zu, it's more or less the grammatical equivalent of Nakte or Naide. Right? So it just means it's just kind of a conjunctive version of the negative. Basically that, right? It's basically grammatically equivalent to that. So without even being able to have a fight, dekizu obviously from dekiru, so unable to. What's the difference between zaru and nu then, Mr. Eve? Well, zaru is obviously rentai-kei and nu would be shushi-kei. There you go, proven. QED. That's correct, right? I think that's correct. No? Okay, well, there you go. And prove me wrong, because I don't know what the difference is. Zu is shushi-kei. But not really in modern Japanese, right? Oh, okay. I don't think zu is still considered. I mean, maybe. But in modern Japanese, I don't think it's considered shushi-kei. I think in modern Japanese, it'd be considered more conjunctive. But who knows? What do I know? Sometimes they don't change the names. Like, sometimes they keep the old name, even though it's not even what it does anymore. Like, no, I don't think most people would use zu as like a sushi kind of thing. Just doesn't make much sense anymore in modern Japanese. Yeah. It's kind of the same for when they use, like, they say, like, te form, like, finished te form conjugations, they still call them renyoke, even though it doesn't really make sense. Like, I guess it's renyo, like, it is kind of conjunctive, obviously, but it's just not very nice, like, the naming schemes that are used. But yeah. But generally, saru and zaru, right? Zaru would generally have been rentai. I'm not sure though, but I think whenever it's usually when it's attributive. But who knows? Who knows? Alright, fukaku kaijin to, yeah, so without even being able to fight, my consciousness faded away. This tsuya to kieteita. Tsuya. Actually, I'm not quite sure what tsuya this would be. Maybe this? Tsuya to. Can you use this for, this is a noun. He's using it more. But yeah, I don't know, tsuya. He's using it with to, so kind of more adverbially. But who knows, tsuya. Probably this. Oh, tsuyu? Oh yeah, it's tsuyu, oops. Tsuyu. You're right. I read it wrong. Is there a... do tier tsuyu to kieteita. I'm not sure what he's trying to... I'm not sure exactly what word he's going for. I don't think it's this. It might be do. Oh, adverb. Oh, there. Tsuyuto. Not a bit. Well, there we go. Might not be a real thing. It could be a real thing if... not at all. Tsuyuto kieta. Not a bit. It says with negative. I don't know. I'm a bit dubious about it. The meaning of the sentence is pretty clear. He's just saying he went unconscious. That's all he's saying. But yeah, Aiga's very strange. 30分後、非常電話にて警察に通報を入れたのです。About 30 minutes later, I notified the police using the emergency phone. Okay.
犯人の姿そのものははっきり見ていないのですか? So then you didn't really see what the culprit looked like, right?
特別性の眼は何者も見落としたりはしませんぞ。
This 特別性の眼 is so cringe. But okay.
My special made eyeballs do not overlook even the slightest detail. 何者も見落としたりはしませんぞ。
Right? 何者も not anything 見落としたりはしない。They wouldn't do such a thing as overlook anything, right? Yeah. Maybe it was Bob Marley. Maybe, you know? Maybe. Hey, Foya. How you doing? 見落とす always just means to miss. To miss, to drop, to forget about. Not like drop as in physically drop. It just means to overlook, right? To not perceive something.
ただし、目に入らなかったものは、この限りにあらず。
Dude, he's so fancy, huh? He just if you give him a sentence that can be said in 2 words and he will say it in 20.
この限りにあらず。
So kagiri just means limitation here. And ni arazu just means janai. It's just janai, okay? So it's not within that limitation. So me ni haeranakatta mono wa things that never entered my eye. In other words, things I never saw. Kono kagiri ni arazu, that it doesn't apply to them. That limitation, that not really a limitation. It's more like a range, right? So they're not within that. So he's saying my eyes would never overlook anything. However, things that I never saw wouldn't qualify. Like obviously I wouldn't. It's Shusuke. Yeah, there you go. You've proven it. Actually, Aiga's proven it for us. So he's saying like I would never overlook anything. But of course, things I never saw in the first place wouldn't fall into that qualification. Of course.
ただし。
Do you know the kanji for tadashi? Tadashi. It's this one. Just thought I'd bring this up because sometimes authors like to use it and then it's confusing if you've never seen it. But now you've seen it. You've seen it. It's this one. Tadashi. Tadashi. However. And now we have kedashi, which is very similar, which was in my weird kanji quiz Anki deck. Kedashi. What was the kanji for this? Oh, it's this one. It looks kind of like futa, like lid. Kedashi, certainly, really, truly.
けだし、当然と言えましょう。
Certainly this would be obvious. There we go. We have tadashi and kedashi. Same pitch pattern too. They're both atamadaka, so the pitch is high on the first mora there. That's a freebie for y'all.
なぜ商人がそこまで胸を張られるのか理解に、苦しみます。I struggled to understand why the witness can be so proud about what he just said, but...
Good morning. So what's the nuance between tadashi and kedashi? Or is it synonymous? Honestly, kedashi is very rare. I don't see kedashi a lot. I would say it's probably archaic, right? Dated term. Yeah, even if you look at this, right? It's dated. So it means that people probably don't use it anymore. Possibly, maybe, perhaps. I would say tadashi means like... I mean, you can see the translations. I can tell about tadashi, right? Tadashi is usually used for like, however. It's usually when you're giving a counterpoint, right? It's usually for giving counterpoints. It's like, oh, but however, right? However, I'm giving a counterpoint. Whereas kedashi, I don't think kedashi does that actually. The translations also don't really apply the same way, right? So kedashi, certainly, really, truly, indeed, kedashi. So I think the meanings are quite different. Possibly, maybe. That seems more like further explanation rather than counterpoint, but I'm not sure. We'd have to like look more into it. I don't think it's worth it though, again, because this is so dated. No one's really going to be using that. You might see it though, but it's, yeah. しかしながら、正しけだし、正しけだし、そうでもありながらなのに. Yes, that's exactly how you would say it. Just talk with bad accent, yeah.
まあ、ご浪人。これだけは言っておきましょ
う。浪人, right? Is it 浪人 or 浪人? Or is it 老人? Ah, 老人. Okay. It's 老人 apparently. Yeah, 老人.
Cool. まあ、ご老人。これだけは言っておきましょ
う。Well, old man, let me just say this.
人。やつこそは、我が公敵手にして、ライバルたる仮面マスクだった。He really was my mortal enemy, mask to mask,
and rival. My mortal enemy and rival. This 公敵手 just means mortal enemy. And rival just means rival, if you believe it or not.
我が警官と官
Wait, what?
我が経験と官
Right, it's okay. 警官。
我が経験と官。その他もろもろがそう告げております。
Did you explain ライバルたる? Oh, I explained it 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think. But taru just means, usually taru just means to be worthy of, but or to equate to be. Taru. Yeah. Oh, oops. To be worthy of, but then also those who are. So I guess his usage is more this, right? This sort of more older-ish usage. One who has earned the title of my rival. Yeah. I'm never sure because these two seem to be a little bit different where you can use taru just as this like relative. It's kind of like a relative phrase, a relative clause thing. Right? Raibaru taru kare wa, right? So you could say it without that nuance of worthiness, I think. But yeah, to be worthy of ni taru. I don't think it's that important though. It's either way, it just means he who is my rival, right? He who is worthy of my rival or he equates to or is. I think in his usage, it's probably more just this type of, not that important, fair enough. Yeah, I think the way he's using it probably is more like this. Where he's not putting the worthy part into it as much, but he's more just using like this fancy way of doing the relative clause thing. Taru. Not that it's that important, but I think we talked about that a few episodes ago. I think he also, I didn't translate that sentence, but it was something like my experience and my sense as a detective is telling me that it is so.
ふむ。では、弁護人、とにかく尋問を。I see. Well, anyways, lawyer, you can start the questioning.
Doom, 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 doom. Lawyer. 目撃したこと。Okay, so let's go through this again. あの晩、日付が変わって1時間ほどのこと。So about 1 a.m. ナナさん、こんばんは。こんばんにちは。Hello. Hello. Doom. ということは、12日の、いや、12日。ということは、12日の午前1時頃になりますね。So that would mean it's about 1 a.m. on the 12th. 12th. なかなか見事な推理ですな。Oh my god, this guy. Hey Lorenzi, how are you doing? I need to calm down. These guys are turning me crazy with their 推理. Alright, cool. なかなか見事な推理ですな、弁護士殿. What a fantastic deduction on your part, Mr. Lawyer. Yeah? あなたは現場で見張っていた。どこにいたんですか? So you were on the lookout. You were staking out the crime scene. Well, where exactly were you? さよ。Precisely. Yes. Quite. 地下倉庫のコンピューターのあたりですな。So I was in the underground storage close to the computer, I would say. Computer. I love this spelling of compute. Alright. So I was close to the computer. Computer. パソコンのことか。So the computer. Computer means computer.
身を隠していたわけではないようですな。So you're saying you weren't specifically hiding then?
今までの事件では、我は常に身を隠して怪人を待っていた。All the cases until now, I was always hiding and waiting for the thief to show up. 確か、昨日もそんなことを言っていたな。He was saying that same thing yesterday as well. 糸の子さんも現場で奴を見たことないって言ってたね。糸の子 also said that he never saw him at the scene of the crime. The cases. だからこそ、ゆうべはあえて隠れなかったのです。Which is why I went out of my way to specifically not hide yesterday. Or ゆうべ。ゆうべ means yesterday night, right? Yeah, that does. あえて我が身をさらすことで、プレッシャー。Bro, use the 超音, okay? We have a 超音符 or whatever it's called. But yeah, あえて我が身をさらすことでプレッシャーを与える作戦ですな。It was a plan to put the pressure on him by specifically not hiding myself. I see. あっさり殴られたくせに even though all it did was even though all it did was end with you getting hit. とにかくその時刻 anyways around that time yeah キャツメ宿敵たるライバル仮面マスクが舞い降りた So yeah, that time is when Kamen Mask showed up, my rival, my mortal enemy. Okay, well, また舞い降りたってどこからですか So he descended, 舞い降りる kind of means to descend upon a scene. Where did he come from? まあ、それは入り口のドアからでしょうな、おそらく。Well, I would assume from the entrance door. Yeah? Would you assume that? 舞も降りるも関係ないじゃないか。So he didn't descend upon the scene at all. Like there's no 舞 and 降りる。舞降りる is put together, right? From 舞 and 舞 and 降りる to come down. And 舞 just kind of means to dance. But he's just picking it apart. He's saying like, no, neither of those two words apply here.
Mortal enemy, you say? Not immortal.
Quick, let's check. Yeah?
What a fantastic deduction, sir.
どうして怪人に気がつかなかったんですか Why didn't you notice him? 我が眼は怪人の影を認め、我が耳は怪人の足音を探していた。I see. My eyeballs were looking for the shadows of the thief, while my ears were looking for the footsteps of the thief. だのに Is that what everybody is saying? なのに Okay. だのに、奴はその上を行ったのです。おそらく。But he must have overcome all of that, most likely. These people are so weird. 怪人め、地味なマントを着て、いい靴を履いていたのでしょう。だのに is my favorite, yeah.
Oh, nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask.
The Bane impressions. だのに is a good one. 怪人め、地味なマントを着ていい靴は履いていたのでしょう。This stupid thief must have been wearing a nice cloak. Well, jimina doesn't actually. Jimmy means dull, not nice. It's like the opposite. Like a dull cloak and some nice shoes. He must have been vomiting some great shoes. Yeah? あんた本当に名探偵なのかよ Are you really a famous detective? My bro. He needs a reality check. What is the me after? Oh, yeah, we can talk about that. Me. It's kind of a term of how would you explain? Damn, this one. Damn, it's the term of it's a derogatory term. It's you add it when you're like really trying to say that damn whatever, right? Kaijin me, that stupid thief, that damn thief, that bastard. So this humble here is you would have it in watakshime, right? You may have heard that in anime or something. It's not really common in real life, I would say. I think it's a bit archaic. But you might have heard it that way as well, watakshime or whatever, right? But it's used as a suffix to sort of be annoyed at someone or to be derogatory towards someone or something. You could also use it for things, I guess. You could be like, "Pasokome, stupid computer." It sounds a bit anthropomorphizing in my opinion, but it's not something people never do. You might hear that, yeah. It's because anthropomorphizing is a thing that we just do, right? We like to do that. We like to be like, that stupid computer, even though a computer can't really be stupid or smart. It's just a piece of equipment. But, you know, whatever makes us happy as humans in our little human world, in our little human brains. 振り返ろうとしたその刹那、誇り高き。誇り高き。I struggled saying 誇り高き。I don't know why. 誇り高き頭に一撃が。So when I turned around, I got hit in my honorable head. かゆる目よ。That's the wrong 目。ゲロって言えな。その時、犯人の顔は見なかったんですか So you didn't see the face of the culprit at that time, did you? Me when playing Majora's Mask. Stupid frogs. Hey, stupid frogs. Hey, these bastards, eh? それこそは美にして妙ですな. I hate when he does this. So, this is another thing that Aiga will do that we had last time. What was it? Sai ni shite kyo, I think, something like that last time. Sai kyo. He'll just take jukugo, which is a compound word, like bimyo, and then he'll split it apart in its kanji, and then he'll say this weird thing where he says the first kanji nishite, second kanji. Nishite just means and. So, this is untranslatable. It doesn't make sense to translate it. It would be like... I don't know, it would be like, it would be if someone said, all and some, okay? That's what it would be like. If someone said all and some to say awesome. That's what he's doing. I guess that's a pretty good way of thinking about it, right? You just take a word, you pick it apart, and then you say it in this weird way. That's what he's doing, essentially. Pretty proud of myself for coming up with an awesome example. That works pretty well. Good job, me. I'm really holding up this community on my shoulders. So, doing the honorable thing. Alright. Otsukare. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. それこそは美にして妙ですな. So that is quite strange. Eat ham, but also burger. Ham and burger. Hamburglar. Burger King foot lettuce. 怪人の仮面のマスクは見た。そう記憶しております。怪人の仮面のマスク. Again, that's pretty pleonastic. Do you know the word pleonasm? I use it because it's so fancy and no one knows it. Well, people know it, but it's like, it's a literary term. Pleonasm means when you're saying things like unnecessary, like you're saying it double or something like that. So you're saying like wet water, something like that. It just means that you're kind of saying, you're saying unnecessary words because they're obvious, or they mean the same thing, but you're putting them together anyway for effect or for whatever. Sometimes people say it accidentally. You could say like needlessly useless or something, which would also be pleonastic. It doesn't really add anything there to have both of those words in that sentence. Alright, 怪人の仮面のマスクは見た. So I saw his mask. That's what I remember, because kamen obviously just means mask. So, kamen no mask, it's just the mask's mask. Burger. Burger. Hamburglared. Save me from... Oh, how do you read? Is it endo? It's not, it's... I keep forgetting. Enyasu, or... How do you read it? Enyasu. Okay, enyasu, yeah. Weekend. Oh no. 初見、仮面のマスクは意味が重複してるよね。そうですね。うん。英語なら、さっき言ってたのは、その英語なら、こう、なんていうか、こういうのに、こう、結構複雑な単語があって、その、プリオナズムって、まあ、でもあまり使われてないんで。なんか意味が復習している時に使われてる、なんか文語、いや、違う。I guess 文語語彙かな。duplicative. Duplicative works as well, huh? Mask the mask. That's also that.
ふむ、やや、曖昧ですな。That is pretty vague. しかし、
oh, I spat. Listen, he's using too many SH sounds. It's not my fault.
しかし、この通り、我が第三の眼たる防犯カメラが。
However, my third eye, being the security camera,
その姿をしかと捉えている。十分ではないですかな。
It managed to capture his appearance quite well. Is that not enough? Redundant. Redundant is the better way of saying it, to be fair. Redundant, because everyone understands what that means. This shikato. Shikato means certainly, for sure, right? Distinctly, clearly. Shikato toraeteiru. So that's why there's two to here. You have, one is this shika plus to, where you could call it like a to adverb. You know how there's like that, like there's many adverbs that kind of end in to, like I don't know, like lots of onomatopoeic ones as well, like mokmokuto or I don't even know, but like what's another one? Kossorito, right? Kossorito. It's just lots of adverbs end up using to sort of, I don't even know, to market them as adverbs. I don't know. I don't really know what the background of that is. It just happens that a lot of adverbs end in to, where the to is kinda separate, right? Like, yeah, where's my cursor? I can't see it. There it is. So you can see it over here that shikato, it does use the kanji and then followed by to. So the to, yeah, shikkarito, there, yukkurito, yeah, again, exactly. So the to is kind of separate and kind of not. Often dictionaries will just have these as one thing, you know, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you could kind of think of the to as separate as well if you want to. Either way, most of these words will always be adverbial, and this shikato toraeteiru, and toraeru just means to capture, like to capture. With a camera, it literally means, like, as we would use it in English, to capture an image. Capture. Okay. Yukkurito. Yeah. So yeah, it captured the appearance of him perfectly well. Very clearly. Is that not enough?
確かに写真が本物であれば問題ないでしょうな。Well, if the picture is showing the real person, then there is no problem here.
無視の仕方とは違うからややこしい。ややこしいっちゃややこしい。確かにね。So, Gunma is also pointing out that it's different from this shikato. Ignoring someone. Shikato suru, I guess. Which is different. I don't know how this happened, but yeah. どうしてでしょうな。由来が違うでしょうね。そのシカトとシカトのやつで。シカト捉えるダジャレ警察に追放します。確かに。I already had that.
いかがですか、護道検事。So what do you think about this, Prosecutor Godot?
He's zipping coffee.
それでは証言を続けてください。Well, okay, continue your testimony then.
深く怪人と戦うことすらできず、我が意識はつゆと消えた。Alright. Without being able to fight with a thief, my consciousness faded away. I'm faded in a hole. Okay, what? Give me more deets on this one. 襲われて気絶。何もできなかったんですか？ So, 襲われて気絶。You were attacked and fainted? So you couldn't do anything. Is that right? 名探偵のくせに Even though you call yourself a famous detective? Wow, shots fired. あいや、弁護士殿。あなた、いきなり殴られたことはあるWell, lawyer, have you ever been hit suddenly? ありますけど、消火器で。I have been hit suddenly with a fire extinguisher. Really? I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, that was in the second game, the first case, I think. その結果、どうなりましたか And then what happened when you got hit? 確かそのまま気絶して、Well, I mean, I lost consciousness and 記憶もなくしちゃったんだよね。And you also lost your memories. Yeah, that was a dumb case. Case 1 of game 2, that was a bit dumb, I think. It was still fun, but it's a bit dumb. さよ、あなたに我を責める資格はありませぬな。It would seem you have no grounds for blaming me. Yeah. 我を責める資格はありませぬな。Like, you have no right, this 資格がない, which means you have no right. You're not qualified or you're not, you don't have the right to, essentially. 資格がない。四角い空。Unqualified. Without qualification. You're unqualified to be attacking me. More. 記憶を、should be 保つ, right? Yeah. 記憶を保っている分、我が頭の方が優秀とも言えましょう。We could even go as far as saying that my head is in fact superior for being able to hold on to the memories. 記憶を保っている分. This 分. Oh gosh, now I have to talk about 分, which is always complicated. 分 is definitely one of those don't think, just feel, okay? It's one of those hashtag just feel. Because you'll get a good feeling of how bung is used, but it's kind of hard to explain. This bung here essentially is saying like, sort of saying like considering that, right? Sort of taking into consideration that I was able to maintain my memory. This kyoko o tamotteiru bun, the fact that I maintained my memory. Waga atama no hou ga yūshū tomo iemashou. Like we could say, iemashou is like, oh, one could say, right? One could proclaim that. My head is in fact the yūshū, the superior one. There we go. But honestly, bung is, you'll get a good idea of bung the more you see it. Because bung kind of means one's share, but that doesn't really work in a lot of explanations. But yeah, I think bung is one of those, you'll just get, eventually, if you see it enough, you'll be like, okay, I understand now how this is used. Maybe someone in chat will give me a good way of translating this specific sentence with keeping the bung sort of in there in a translated way. I don't know. Does that even make sense? Do you understand what I mean? I don't know. But yes, that's how it works, okay? こいつの頭、反省するって回路はないのかよ。This guy's head really doesn't have any of the circuitry needed for reflection. Like, 反省するって回路はないのかよ。回路 means a circuitry, like a circuit. And 反省する means to reflect, to look back on your actions, right? Like that. さて、このようにして我が意識は途切れた。そして、and like that, my consciousness faded. 途切れた。途切れる means to cut out. You can actually also use this for 途切れる can also be used for like when you're having like a video call and someone's cutting out. You can use 途切れてる yeah, something like that. Or 声が途切れた like, oh, you're cut out, your voice cut out, something like that. 途切れる to break off, to come to an end, to be interrupted, to be cut short, to pause. Also, the to is from 途中, right? 途切れる bow, bow, bow. And then what happened? 30分後、非常電話にて警察に通報を入れたのです。途中 plus 切る that's cool. Yeah, it's kind of like that, right? It means like to be cut in the middle. To cut off in the middle. Stuck in the middle. 30分後 30 minutes later 非常電話にて using the also note how he's using にて rather than で this is also something you will probably rarely see. It sometimes still is used, but にて is the same as で and で actually is just the sound changed version of にて because it used to just be like ni plus te, right? This te being like the auxiliary verb te. It's the same process as to how we got from older te form, which would be like you'd have something like machite. And then we got from that, we got sound changes and we ended up with what we know today, which is matte, right? And that's kind of the same process that's giving us de from nite, gave us matte from machite. So whenever you see nite, just think de. It's literally the same thing. But it's not the other way around. So while every old nite is modern Japanese will have de, it's not true that every de is actually also nite. That's not true. There's exceptions here. So this is not true. Not every day will map onto nite. Nite is the day usage that means like by usage of. That's the meaning that nite has, and that's the de that it replaces, or that when de is replacing nite, it has this usage. So using the emergency telephone, right? De, the 非常電話で, but it doesn't replace it doesn't replace de that would mean like and. So for example, 学生で美人だ, something like that. I don't think it would replace that. Yeah, it wouldn't replace that. So it doesn't replace it wouldn't like it doesn't nite is not the origin for every usage of modern de. Just to keep that in mind. All right. 30分後. So yeah, about 30 minutes later, I notified the police using the emergency phone. なんか怪しいよね、愛が探偵。So, Detective Aiga is kinda suspicious, kinda sus. 犯人が入ってきたのに気がつかないなんて。So, even though the culprit entered the room and he didn't notice at all, 戦う前に気絶した愛が探偵はそう言っているけど、he said that he lost his consciousness before being able to fight. そんなはずないんだ。あの証拠品と矛盾している。But there's no way that goes into direct contradiction with that piece of evidence. Oh, really? あの証拠品? That piece of evidence? I love how in the beginning of the case they're so nice to you. They'll basically like hand you what you need to do on a silver platter. They're like, oh yeah, you know the one. That's what you need to do, by the way. 問題はどうしてそんなあからさまな嘘をつくのか? The issue is like, why would he lie so blatantly? Like, why would he make such an obvious lie? Okay. What proof? So right now we're trying to prove that there's no way he was knocked out before being able to fight with Kamen Mask. なんだっけ? Is it the sword? 事件当時、仮面マスクがこれでアイガの後頭部を殴り気絶させたらしい。So this is what he used to knock him out. What proof do we have? So he appeared, he showed up, and then he knocked him out. But I don't know. Wait. I have an idea. Is this picture... Oh, no, never mind. Whose fingerprints are on this? Oh, we don't know. It doesn't say. Wait, I'm confused. むしり取られたようだ。What evidence do we have that contradicts the fact that he... I don't know. That's the wallet. We don't really care about the wallet. カメラデータ。防犯カメラ一回作動。事件当夜動かされたようだ。It was moved on the night of the incident. Okay, so this is what we're trying to contest. 深く怪人と戦うことすらできず、我が意識はつゆと消えた。So before I could even fight with the thief, I was knocked out. That's what we're trying to contest. And earlier they said we have evidence that shows that he definitely fought with him before he got knocked out. But I don't know where that evidence is. Would it be the emblem that got ripped off? I guess it must be the emblem, right? This was ripped off. So who would have ripped it off if not them fighting? Well, the sword just says like it was used to knock him over the head. But that could have been done before they entered a fight. Like, it's just been to knock him out, just like he says. But I think this here, the emblem, because it was ripped off his clothing, and he doesn't have it on. He doesn't wear the emblem when he leaves the crime scene on the picture. So that would mean that there must have been some sort of fight. Someone must have ripped this off. So we're probably kind of implying like, well, if he was the only one there, they must have had a fight. Like, how else would the emblem have gotten ripped off? I think that's it. I'm gonna go with that. I think it's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah, I think we're good. アイガさん。その特別製のマナコでこれを見てもらえますか? Could we have you look at this thing maybe with your very special eyeballs? Eyeball soup. これはしたり。これはしたり。我が好敵手にして、ライバルなる怪人なれば。Oh my gosh. What would that be? That would be like 大聖人 or something? How would you read this? 大上人? I don't know. I don't know how to read this. 大森. like, oh no, it's even different. Wait. Jesus Christ. Is it Joel? Be like one of these. I can't find it. Ah, yikers. I should know this. Where do I know this from? Ato. Daitonin. Oh, wait. Daitonin. Dai. Or is it. Well, isn't this just. Nusutto? Yeah, it's Nusutto. O Nusubito. Yeah, there you go. So it's this word that I was looking for. I couldn't think of because I was thinking of this Sakaru or Moru or this one, but obviously this is different. 違うじゃん. This is to, like steal, 盗む. So o nusubito. Interesting. The o really threw me off. Honestly, that really threw me off. Or o nusubito. Either one of these. Thank you. Okay, so yeah. 我が公敵種にしてライバルなる怪人なれば大盗人. So essentially he's just saying a bunch of words all mean like my rival, the big thief, the grand robber. かの仮面マスク目のエンブレムですな. So this would be 仮面 Mask's emblem. 現場の地下倉庫に落ちていました。なぜでしょうね? It was on the floor in the underground storage. Why is that, I wonder? 簡単なこと。乗り継げが甘かったのでしょう。いや、乗り継げ。Oh, 乗り継げ means the glue, the gluing. Hello, Sora the Ace. Ohayo gozaimasu. Yeah, the glue. It must have been a bad glue job, is what he's saying. Noritsuke. My pronunciation was all weird with that one. Noritsuke. So it just means the gluing, right? So のり付けが甘かったのでしょう. So it must have been because there wasn't enough glue, right? It wasn't enough glue applied. That's why it must have fallen off, clearly. No. こいつには衣装から引きちぎられた跡があります。お茶漬け, yeah. This thing has traces of being ripped off his costume left on it.
引きちぎられた. Oh, it was ripped off. Oh.
事件当夜、怪人は何者かと格闘したものと思われる。So we think that on the night of the incident, the thief must have fought with someone. There must have been some sort of combat, some sort of fighting going on. エンブレムがむしり取られたのはその時しか考えられません。It's the only time we believe is reasonable that the emblem could have been ripped off is when that happened, like during the fight. That's the only time that it's possible. 訳すの難しそうなゲームなのにうまく説明できているのすごいな。頭いいのね。いや、そんなことないっすよ。頭いいとか悪いとかそういうことじゃなくて、ただただいっぱい練習してきました。そういうね、ライブトランスレーションのやつ。これで、なんと、何時間？これでもうすぐね、500時間に至る、この逆祭を配信でやるときだけの時間が、もう500時間に近く。だから、もう、なんか慣れてきたんで。うん。エンブレムがむしり取られたの。Yeah, so that's the only time we believe that it could have been ripped off. そして犯人と格闘できたのは and the only person who could have been fighting with the culprit たった一人で現場を見張っていたあなたしかいないのです It was only you You're the only person at the scene of the crime at the time Damn, it's always so hype when he points and the music swells それはそれですげえまあね愛が探偵あなたは怪人と格闘をしているはずです Detective 愛がSurely you must have fought with the thief. なのになぜ嘘の証言をするのですか? So then why do you lie in your testimony?
証人
This would be like 偽証 or something, right? 偽証 false testimony. 偽証 yeah, 偽証 false testimony. Damn, that's no good. You don't do that. That's illegal. Kind of. I mean, it's punishable. It's a crime, I think, right? It's lying under oath. Anyways,
証人偽証は立派な犯罪ですぞ False testimony is a crime, you know
いや、待たれよ、ご老人。wait a minute, old man.
わしをご隠居みたいに呼ばないように
ご隠居 What is 隠居 Retirement. Oh, okay, ご隠居 Like, don't refer to me like I'm retired, I guess. Okay. Well. ご隠居 Retirement. 思い出しましたぞ、裁判長殿。Oh, well, I just happen to have remembered right now. I just remember something. 最近多くの事件を抱えているので混乱したようです。Well, I'm working on so many cases at the same time recently. I got confused for a second. できる男は裁ける仕事の数で決まる。俺の哲学だぜ。Shut up. We don't need your commentary. You were so quiet the whole time. Go back. Just drink more coffee. できる男は裁ける仕事の数で決まる。俺の哲学だぜ。So capable people can be measured by the amount of work they can do at the same time. The number of projects they work at the same time. It's my philosophy. なるほどくん。いつも1個だね。1個だよね、仕事。なるほど。You only ever have like one job that you work on, right? うるさいな。Shut up. うっせえな。
証人つまりあなたは犯人と格闘したというのですか So then are you saying that you did fight with the culprit witness?
おっと、おしゃべりはそこまでだぜ、裁判長。Well, why don't we stop the chatter here, Your Honor?
おしゃべり the chatter?
That's my favorite. That is my favorite. I want to be able to do that. It's just like, come to me, coffee. That would be the best thing. Imagine. 大事なことは証言 Maybe he has like an assistant. That's all he does. He has like he has like an unpaid intern, and that's all he does is flip him like swoosh coffee over to him like that. That's his whole job. 大事なことは証言で聞く。そいつが俺のルールだぜ。Force controlled coffee mug. Yeah, exactly. The force is strong with him. The important part here is to listen to the testimony. That's my rule. おいや、了解しましたぞ。この愛が、how do you read this? 燃ゆる maybe? 命にかけて because this is 燃える but intern is under a desk. The mug is loaded with magnets. Yeah. 燃ゆる Interesting. 燃ゆ普段は燃えるじゃん。燃える So usually it would be 燃える I've never seen 燃ゆる Okay, well, there you go. 燃やす mosu. Interesting. And he's just being weird again. It's just him being weird again. Nothing new. Nothing we're not used to. 燃ゆる命にかけて So I understand. I will put my burning life on the line. Sure. 犯人との格闘 The fight with the culprit. さよ、確かにこのアイガが扉から目を離したのは事実。It's true that I averted my eyes from the door. しかし However そんなことでこの名探偵をたばかるのは不可能。However, it is impossible to fool this famous detective that I am, which is that. Tabakaru. I think tabakaru means to kind of get past. Yeah, to fool. To deceive, to trick, to take in. Especially tabakaru. To plot, to conspire, to scheme. Yeah, tabakaru. Yeah, this one. To work out a plan, to deceive.
So it's impossible to deceive me by just that. But just because I took my eyes off it. Can't take my eyes off of you. Okay. 怪人は傍らの武器を手に取り、我らは命のやり取りを。ああ、もゆ。古文。古文じゃん。もゆ。もゆる。もゆ。OK。火が燃える。まあ、そのままの意味だね。野行。死も二段活用。OK。Interesting. Thank you. So it's 死も二段。Well, it would be, huh? So this is just like an old, a very old verb. Thank you. That's good to know. 怪人は傍らの武器を手に取り、我らは命のやり取りを。So the thief took a weapon into one of his hands, and we started fighting for life and death. ジェントルメン。ジェントルメンの武器は、拳のみ、それがあだとなりました。Yeah, so gentlemen fight with only their fists. あだとなる、あだとなる。あだとなる。あだとなる。To backfire. Oh, interesting. Yeah. So that backfired. I'm hungry. I'm gonna have some food after this. 8つ目の一撃がコツンと。それで全てですな。And then his attack hit me like that. And that's all. コツンと just means like bang. Got hit on the head. Suddenly, maybe. That's short. That's a short testimonial there. やはり仮面マスクを目撃していたわけですか。So you really did witness, 仮面 mask then. Mask, the mask. さよ、indeed. 振り返りざまにやられたのは、奴の3回目の犯行の時でした。Okay. 振り返りざまにやられたのは、奴の3回目の犯行の時でした。So, how many crimes has it been? I'm trying to figure out if he's trying to talk about this one or one of the other ones. So when I got hit by him, as I turned around, that was his third time. The third time he committed a crime. The third crime he committed. どうやら記憶が少々混乱してしまったようですな。Oh, okay, that's what he's trying to say. Sorry, I got really confused there. It's actually not confusing at all. Okay, cool. He's saying that he got confused because there was that one time on his third crime where he did in fact get hit in the head from behind when he turned around, and then he got knocked out. But this time is different. So he's saying he confused two different situations with each other. That's what he's trying to say. Sorry, I for some reason that really confused me, but it's kind of obvious, yeah. どうやら記憶が少々混乱してしまったようです。So apparently my memory was a bit vague. My memory was a bit in disarray there.
ふむ。まあ確かによくあることですな。
お前にはな。
Well, I mean, it does happen a lot, I understand. 私も証言がどの事件のものかよくわからなくなりますからな。I too often forget which testimony belongs to which case and stuff.
I hope you don't handle multiple cases at once. But I'm afraid you probably do. そりゃまずいだろう。Well, that's no good. まずかろうが。犯人との格闘。Okay. So now we get to actually question him. I'm on the quest for questions. さよ、確かにこの愛画が扉から目を離したのは事実。So I did actually take my eyes away from the door. This soundtrack is really good too. そもそもどうして扉から目を離したんですか? So why did you actually take your eyes off the door in the first place? 自家倉庫には防犯カメラ以外に多くのセンサーが仕掛けてあった。Other than just the camera, other than just the security camera, there were many sensors put in place in the underground storage. その一つがピピと反応したデータを確認せねば。
So, yeah, one of those sensors went peep peep. That's so stupid. It sounds so stupid when I say it like that. One of those sensors reacted. So, I thought that I needed to go check on the data right away. Yes, yes. ピピッと反応した. Just makes him sound kind of childish when I translate it straight up. 我はコンピューターのところへ行ったのです。そう、華麗に。Of course. So I gallantly walked my way over to the computer. This kare means like gallant or flamboyant or like, you know, pipi. Yeah, I know, right? Kare. Not to be confused with the dish, okay? Splendid, magnificent, gorgeous. Yes, yes, that gorgeous stride. How you doing, Cammy? You had have you had a nice weekend? Is what I wanted to ask. But then my brain just exploded. Kare na kare. Yeah, exactly. Whoosh. Kare nagenna. Had a great extra long sleep. That's nice. Okay, I will read this. パソコンをいじっていて好きができたってわけですか? So you were fiddling with the computer and that's when you left an opening for the thief? どうする? もう少し聞いてみるか? もちろんです。やめとく。センサーのこと。Yeah, I would like to hear about all this. The sensors. そのセンサーっていうのは? What do you mean with sensors? Censorship. 地下倉庫にはドア以外にも出入りができる場所がありました。Other than the door, the entrance, there were other places in the underground storage where one could enter or leave. Air conditioner のダクトに排水溝、猫用のドアなどなど。猫用のドアも? マジ? So there was the ducts for the air conditioning, the wastes, the sewage system, and cat doors. 嬉しい BGM ね。そう。この BGM めっちゃいい。すべてに10感知。熱感知。熱感知、right? 熱感知。赤外線。Oh man. No. What is the onyomi of murasaki? This means ultraviolet, but I forgot what it's in Japanese. Ultraviolet. How do you spell violet? Like this? How do you freaking... I don't know how violet is spelled. It's a weird word. Shigaisen. It's one word. Oh. Ultraviolet. Murasaki? Yeah, but it's... Yeah, I mean, me already typed it, but it's Shigaisen. Ultraviolet. It's very simple, right? Because Murasaki is like purple. So you have like the spectrum, right? And then you have red. Obviously, Aka would be over here, right? So you would have like Aka would be here. And then this one here would be purple. So it goes from red to purple, Murasaki, which is Murasaki, right? So gai means outside. So either you're going outside in this way, then you have infrared. And if you're going outside, gai, right? If you're going outside this way, you have shigaisen, you have ultraviolet. That's all it means. It's very straightforward terminology. So either you're outside the red area, then you're in infrared, or you're outside the purple, then you're in ultraviolet. Bam! Science! Get scienced! Get science, you fools! Sumire? Well, sumire isn't sumire also violet or something? What is sumire? Oh yeah, it's also violet. But I think sumireiro is a different shade of violet? I don't know. It's not that important. It uses different kanji too, sumire. すべてに熱感知。wait. Now I'm confused myself. It's not seki. Oh, it is sekigaisen. Never mind. Yeah, sekigaisen. I confused myself. Yeah, sekigaisen. So, 赤外線、紫外線、その他もろもろのセンサーを。So yeah, he's saying that he put in place a whole bunch of sensors. その他もろもろ means like, and a whole bunch others, a whole bunch more. So, for example, nekkanchi, which means thermal detection, like thermal sensors, sekigaisen and shigaisen, like infrared and ultraviolet, and lots of others, lots of sensors.
それはご自分で用意されたのですか? Did you prepare all that by yourself?
機材はすべて高菱屋百貨店に用意していただきました。I've had all the equipment prepared by the 高菱屋 store. もちろんこの写真をこの写真を撮影した防犯キャメラもね。And of course, even this camera that took the picture of the culprit.
つまり、それらの機材に、細工はできなかったわけか。So he's saying that, so in other words, he couldn't have messed with any of those devices, huh?
クックック。
カカカカカ。
疑いは晴れましたかな弁護士殿。Was I able to get rid of your doubts, Mr. Lawyer? Mr. Lawyer, sir. しかし、そんなことでこの名探偵をたばかるのは不可能。However, it's impossible to fool this detective with just that. And this そんなこと means having his eyes taken off the door.
There was one more option there, which I maybe should go for. I'll try.
そもそも他にもう一個あったからそれも試してみよう。このコンピューターのことこれだ。そのコンピューターも高菱屋のものだったんですか? Was the computer provided by 高菱屋 as well?
So hype. This needs to be the soundtrack to my life.
さよ、まあ、データを管理するプログラムは
Exactly. Well, the program to administer the data at least.
この絵画がホームメイドの味わいで作り上げたものですがね。
Oh, never mind. So he's saying the computer was provided by Takabishiya. However, the software was homemade by him.
すごいな。
So however, the software was homemade by yours truly.
それなら愛画探偵はデータを自由にいじれたわけだ。
Which means that Aiga was plenty capable of fiddling with the data as much as he wanted. Fiddle me! Just kidding, I'm sorry.
クックック。どうかしましたかな弁護士殿。Something the matter, lawyer?
Okay, now we can move on. Okay, not enough to fool me.
何ですかタバカルって。
What do you mean with fooling you?
はあ、最近の若い人はこれだから困ります。
These young people these days, that's why it's troublesome with you.
美しく古い言葉は
美しく古い
Okay, 美しく古い言葉はこうして失われていくのですね。
Well, this is why we keep losing our nice old words. Our language is deteriorating.
久しぶり Hey Beth, how are you doing? How was your weekend?
すみません。で、どういう意味なんですか?
Okay, so apparently, Naruhodo just straight up doesn't know what habakaru means. But it means to deceive. We looked it up. It's habakaru. Habakaru. I think that, yeah. No, wait. Sorry, not habakaru. What was it? It's not habakaru. Wait, it's my brain is lagging, but it means to deceive. Wait, that's not how you spell deceive. No, how do you spell deceive? Oh my god, I don't know. English is way too hard for me, okay? Bro, English is the hardest language. How do you spell deception? Tabakaru. Yeah, thank you. Tabakaru. I knew it was. Oh my gosh. But yes, it's tabakaru, not habakaru. Habakaru. I knew it was the wrong one too. When it gave me that kanji, I was like, that's not it. But it's tabakaru. Okay, tabakaru, which means to work out a plan of deception, to deceive is what it means. We've already added to the vocab too, I think. But yeah, English hardcore mode. How do you spell? Wait. To deceive. D-E-C-E-I-V-E. Of course. It's like receive. The same spelling as receive. Lazy weekend. I know everyone's busy. Did you see my trip announcement a while back? I think so. Yeah, I think I saw something like that on the Discord. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, I've had to actually, I had to do like leftover work stuff today, which is, it's really stupid. I hate working on Sundays, but it was just like leftovers stuff. I really need to get stuff done. And, I mean, I'm writing down the hours that I work on the weekends, but it still sucks. I would have rather not. So I worked all afternoon, essentially. すみません。で、どういう意味なんですか? Sorry, but so what does it mean? This Eve.
ど忘れました。何でしたっけ? I completely forgot. What did it mean?
最近のおじいさんも似たようなもんじゃないか. Damn, recently even the old people are giving us similar problems, aren't they? Haven't you done like an insane amount of overtime already? Yeah, I have. I might be able to take a week off now. I have like 38 hours of overtime now since October. That's over a week. So I can because I only work 4 days a week. I work about 35 hours in a normal week. So I can kind of take a week off now. I need to talk to my boss because I feel like I want to do that now. I'm really tired of everything. I'm nervous and excited about finally going to Japan. Yes! I'm jealous of you. I'm gonna go to Japan too, eventually. It'll work out eventually. Nobody knows what it means. Yeah, nobody knows. どうやら結論が出たようだ。証言を続けて構わねえぜ。It seems we have our conclusion. Well, continue your testimony, please. 怪人は傍らの武器を手に取り、我らは命のやり取りを。So he, week of game grammar streams hype. I should really invest the time into doing game grammar stuff and working on my other projects that I want to get started on. That'd be good. Be good if like taking a week off work and then really trying to be productive. Yeah, that would be good, I think. So the culprit grabbed a weapon in his vicinity, and then we started dueling it out, battling life or death. Yeah. Wait, I need to Musaburu that as well. Or Yusaburu, sorry, not Musaburu. 傍らの武器というのは? What do you mean with a weapon in his vicinity? 憎き怪人もまさかこのアイガが現場にいようと思わなかった。Jesus Christ. These sentences from Aiga. So, that damn thief! To think that まさかこのアイガが現場にいようと思わなかった。Yeah, so, that damn thief. Not even I thought there would be something like that on the scene of the crime. If anyone else can make a lot of time in April, you can still come with me. The study trip deadline's in February. Yeah, but no. I can't in April because I'm moving in April. I'm moving on April 1st. So I need to have a week there where I'm like getting everything in order in my new apartment. 倉庫へ通じる扉の近くに立っていた。女人像 wait. How would you read this? Wait. Make sure the apartment isn't a joke. It's a good apartment. I've been there. I actually went there and I looked at it. 女人像. How do you read this? 女人かな? 女人像だな。かもな。女人像。言いづらい。めっちゃ言いづらいじゃん。女人像。倉庫へ通じる扉の近くに立っていた女人像から刀を奪った。He stole the sword that the statue that was standing close to the entrance was holding. なんだっけ? 老若男女 right? 老若男女 That's also a hard one. 刀ってくねくねと枝分かれしたやつですか?
So 刀ってくねくねと枝分かれしたやつですか? So you mean the one that was like bent and had like branches coming off it? Yeah, でなんだっけ七刀なんだっけ七刀 right? That's impossible to say. 七刀And if Japan friends here want to say hi, I'm open to Tokyo meetups. Yeah, sure. でさ、ベスさん、日本に行くって、you can go meet Beth. You can do a doodle. You can do like a you can do a Facebook event, and then 1 million people sign up. It'll be just like Area 51. It'll be great. So yeah, it's this one. 幸い刃は立っていなかったようでしたか? Exactly. Luckily, it seemed to have no edge. やはり七支刀のことだな. He's talking about the 七支刀.
怪人は刀を取った。それで商人の方は。So the thief took the sword. And what did you take?
I'm not doing Facebook events. You know, you could do Facebook events. For some reason, this chat message is not showing up in my other chat. ジェントルメンの武器は拳のみ。それがあだとなりました。A gentleman's weapon is but his fists. However, that turned out for the worse for me. Ada tonaru, we had that earlier, which means like the situation gets turned into disadvantage for you. 腕っぷしには自信があったんですか? So you're trying to say that you were quite confident in your hand-to-hand combat skills? さよ、我が中学生時代は剣闘wait クラブ剣闘クラブ Dude, Fight Club! Holy Schmidt! 剣闘クラブの副首相代理補佐ゆえ副首相代理補佐ゆえ That's a lot of words. So we have 副首相 right? So 首相 Yeah, 首相 commander 副首相代理 So he is the substitute of the vice commander Hossa. What is Hossa again? Also kind of substitute, right? Hossa. He broke the first rule. He did break the first rule. Aid. So he was the we let write this down. He was the Hossa. He was the aid to the substitute. That's the fuku. Fuku means vice or substitute. No, wait. Dairi means substitute and fuku means vice. So he is the aid to the substitute vice commander. How nice. Aid to the substitute vice commander. I don't even know what role that is at this point, but that's what he was apparently. And this like, I think this is kento, like fist fighting. Is it? Kento. Yes. Yeah, kento, boxing. So he was the aide to the substitute vice commander of the boxing club. Also, he's using the kanji version of kurabu, which is always a good time. Kurabu. This just means kurabu. Usually you would always write this in katakana, but it's, yeah, kurabu. It's this. It just means a club. So the more you know. By the way, these kind of words here, they always take a time. They take a while to get used to, but often when you have really long words like these in Japanese, it kind of just means you need to start breaking things down. So if you know that fuku is usually like a prefix, right? You know this is probably a prefix, meaning vice, right? And then you have this, and you split it here. You're like, well, shusho. I know this is probably a word. You look up this word, right? And you see dairi, substitute, and hosa. So it's just the magic here. The trick here is to really just know enough words to be able to sort of break really long words like these down. And then you can start thinking about how they play together, right? So we know hosa meaning like
aid to something, dairi meaning substitute, and fuku meaning vice. And then you kind of arrive at this whole thing up here, essentially. So okay, and this yue means yue here means kara. He's explaining something. So sometimes when you're explaining something, right? When you're saying like, oh, well, that's why this is the way it is, you might end the sentence in kara, which means like, because, like you're giving the reason. Yue is just a more formal version of kara in the same usage here. He's just saying, well, I'm confident in my hand-to-hand combat. Well, why is that? It's because I was the aide to the vice substitute captain of the boxing club in my middle school days, is what he's saying. I keep asking people what they want from Japan, and they're all derp some easy thing you could get from your local Japantown. Dude, asking for presents is hard though. 私はね、サプライズ派。Knowing what presents you want is difficult. ナンバー2の代わりの人を手伝う人ってことだから、自慢することじゃないよね。そりゃ、自慢することじゃない。ほど遠い。自慢できることからほど遠い。
今一つ凄さが伝わってきません。今一つ凄さが伝わってきません。
So
I really don't think that sounded the way you wanted it to sound. It wasn't really as impressive as you wanted it to sound.
しかし、卑怯なるは我が怪人にしてライバルたる仮面マスク。However, the coward that he is, my rival, Kamen Mask.
もうめちゃくちゃだ。めちゃくちゃだ。This is messed up.
8つ目の一撃がコツンと、それで全てですな。His attack hit me in the head like that, and that would be all.
That's all she wrote, folks. その時のこともう少し詳しく聞かせてもらえませんか？ or もらえますか？ Could you not let us know a little bit more details about that time, like when that happened?
刀を持っている相手と戦うは、ハードでメロー、そしてヘロー。ヘロー。
What? もう言ってることわけわかんなくなった。
Fighting with an enemy who has a sword is difficult and mellow and hello and whatever all else.
なんだヘローって。こりゃ日本人でもわからん。だよな。まあでもなるほどちゃんもわかってないようだからセーフ。多分大丈夫。わかんなくても大丈夫っていう気分。
得意戦法。
戦法 right? Yeah, 戦法。
得意戦法で相手しましたが、一瞬光に目がくらんだ。I tried to use my best strategies against him, but in one moment my eyes were blinded by a light. へえ。そこをすかさずチェックメイト。やられたわけですな。And there, in a moment's notice, it was checkmate. He got me good.
やられた。やられた。やめておく。目がくらんだ。得意戦法。目がくらんだ。なんだ
怪しいです。
その目がくらんだ光というのは What is that light that you're talking about that blinded you? Thanks for following Dragon Player. フォローありがとうございます。
いわばあれはゴールデン
なんだっけ女人 right?
女人の像から発したものでしょう。
Well, it was golden. It must have been emitted by that woman statue.
I'm going to miss the Yokohama Gundam unless they chose to extend the exhibit showing. Oh, maybe. You never know. 綾里京子の像か。It's the statue of 綾里京子。あんまり参考にならなかったね。That wasn't very helpful. どうかななるほどくん。What do you think? なるほど。一つだけはっきりしていることがあるよ。There's one thing that's clear here. 何 What is it? あいつは、愛が探偵はまだ何かを隠そうとしている。
he's still trying to hide something. それってどういうことかな？ What would that be? なんとなくこの事件の真相が見えてきたような気がするよ。I feel like I'm starting to see what really happened in this case. 見えないんだけど、何？あの探偵の正体が The truth behind this phony detective? This detective, he didn't say phony, but I think he's phony. さよ、確かこの愛画が扉から目を離したのは事実。I looked away from the door. However, that's not enough to trick me, to fool me. He grabbed the weapon. We started fighting. Gentlemen's fight with their fists. However, it came back to bite me this time. His one attack got me, and that was all. Katawara no buki o te ni tori. So, he grabbed the weapon at his side. Maybe it's this. Katawara no buki o te ni tori. I don't know. I don't know. Wait. どうなってんの？なんだしょうな。なんだよ。んだよ。どこが矛盾してる？しかしそんなことで。I don't know. Wait. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, I indeed averted my eyes from the door. However, that is not enough to fool me. The thief took a weapon that was by his side, and we started fighting. Gentlemen's fight with their fist. However, that thing came back to bite me in terms of like he had a weapon and I didn't. With one of his attacks, it was over, and that's it. I don't know. I feel like if anything, we would have to prove that the weapon wasn't really by his side. Let's think about this. 得意の戦法ってなんだろうね。それもそうだけどね。得意の戦法。Did you disable everything? I did. Let's try again. もうちょっとなんかもう一度だけ。そもそもどうして防犯カメラいろいろ。そうだね、センサーのこともある。センサーもろもろ聞いてみる。コンピューターのこと、これはまだ聞いてない。そのコンピューターも高飛屋のものだったんですか？ Or did we? Was it also from 高飛屋？ Oh no, we did. Never mind. それもこれもあるよな。その自分で作ったプログラムでデータを管理したって。He administered the data with his own program. That's kind of fishy. これも怪しい。自由にいじれたこと、いじれたわけだから。曖昧だな。そんなことで、何でした？タバカル。We talked about タバカル。Why is it written komu instead of computer? It's like, I think it's like the really, really old-fashioned way of writing it. If you look up computer, I think one of the ways that it's still written, yeah, see? No, never mind. Computer. It's not even written anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I've been told that it used to be a way that people would spell it, but it's definitely not. It's definitely not really accepted as like modern spelling. くせにゲームの謎解きとか頭痛くなりそう。いや、これは難しい。今のなんかどうすればいいかよくわかんない。どうやら結論が出たよう続けて、いや、これは役立たないと思う。You're right back? Sure, Beth.
怪人傍らの武器を手にというのは So he grabbed Oh yeah, that's true too. It is true that old Japanese didn't really have an so everything used to be mu. Or it didn't have like the same way we do now. That is true as well. 憎き怪人もまさかこの愛が現場にいようと思わなかった。その通じる扉の近くに立っていた女人像から刀を奪った。So he took the sword from the statue. Is this sword? 幸い刃は立っていなかったようでした。It wasn't sharp, luckily. 七支刀のことだな。It's talking about the 七支刀。刀を取った。それで証人の方は Gentlemen fight with their fists. This also seems so unrelated. Are you confident in your fighting skill? And then he talks about being the assistant to the vice leader, whatever substitute of the boxing club. コムって呼んだだけじゃないかもな。それもあり。それも十分にあり。It's also possible that he's just being way too literal when he reads com and he's just gonna read it as com and that's it. 今一つ凄さ伝わって、しかし卑怯なる感じのようになりますか。わかんねえよ。I don't get it. その時のこともう少し。これも怪しいね。刀を持っていた相手と戦うはハードでメロ、そしてヘロ。得意戦法で相手しましたが、一瞬光に目。これだ、これが変。光に。ちょっと待って。ここになんかもう一つの選択肢があったよね。あ、得意の戦法、これ。We didn't do this one yet. 得意の戦法というのは What do you mean with with the fighting style you're good at? それこそは探偵のシークレットと言いたいところですが I would like to say that it's my detective secret, however. よろしい、教えて信ぜよう。I shall explain it to you. 皆様、明日からぜひに。all of you, make sure to try it tomorrow if you like. You actually figured it out earlier. You just have to find out how to point it out. Yeah, the thing about, he talks about the weapon being by his side, but we need to sort of prove that it couldn't have been by his side. I'm not sure, but yeah. 壁を背に戦うのです。Yeah, there you go. 壁を背に戦うのです。これで背後を取られることはありません。You fight with your back to the wall. This way, no one can attack you from behind. 壁を背に with the wall against your back. With the back against your wall. No, the wall against your back. 特に重要ではない。これは重要で。これは多分重要。なんか、壁が後ろに、壁が背に当たってんのなら、多分像の近くにいなかったっていうこと。The blinding light is suspicious. Why would there be anything like that under... Yeah, the blinding light is weird too. 特に重要である。This is important.
ふむ、いかがですか、弁護5人。この証言は Is this important? It's important.
We can probably prove where he was standing. もちろん重要です。探偵のシークレットなわけですし。Of course it's important. It's his secret after all.
そうですな。
いや、闇道 No. What is it? Is it 闇道 No, it's like 夜道 or something. Yeah, 夜道, right? Yeah, 夜道。夜道。Yo, yo, 道道。Yo, yo, 道道。まだまだピチピチ。Okay, I'm gonna stop now.
そうですな。夜道で襲われたとき、私も参考にしましょう。Right. I shall use this as reference too when I get attacked in the dark, at night.
ナイスラップ、ありがとう。裁判長、なぜか僕をじっと見つめているぞ。For some reason, the judge is really staring at me.
それでは証人、Well done, witness. 今のシークレットを証言に加えていただきましょう。We shall add your secret to the testimony, officially.
背に壁をつけて応戦をしましたが、我が眉合い What? 眉愛に、眉愛に怪人の一撃が迷い眉愛、迷いにこれ、迷いの語字とか迷い It's like 迷い would make sense. Hesitance or hesitancy or something like that, right? But 眉愛 doesn't make any sense to me. 多分おまいおそういうことか。紛らわしいな。Okay, so apparently it's 我が前に怪人の一撃が Okay, so in that brief interval his attack hit me. So I was fighting against him with my back against the wall, but then that's when it hit me. I was wondering why the ball kept getting bigger, and that's when it hit me. You get it? You get it? It's a joke. You get it? It's getting bigger because it's coming closer. Anyway. 眉愛というのは What do you mean 眉愛？さよ。右の眉と左の眉のちょうど中央ちょっと上あたり。右の眉と左の眉。Wait. 眉。eyebrow。眉愛。あら、違ったわ。何この読み違おう。眉の愛。だそうですね。So, ちょうど中央、ちょっと上あたり。So, the area like right in the middle between his eyebrows and slightly up. Yeah. This one. 眉間のとこ。眉間。glabella. そうでしょ。Yeah. That's one hell of a word. Our boy just creating words as he sees fit. ある種、額と言い換えても問題ないでしょう。ならそれ言えや。In one word, you could say forehead, maybe. じゃあ最初からそっちで言えや。そっちで言えよ。And say that one from the start, please. glabella. いやーれ、弁護士殿。眉愛にシワが寄っておりますぞ。There is wrinkles in your 眉愛。Like on your forehead. あの探偵さん、額を殴られたの？ Did he get hit on the forehead? そう言ってるね。That's what he's saying. なんか気になるな。Seems kind of weird. 実は僕もだ。Yeah, I think that's weird too. どうかな？なるほどくん。What do you think? なるほど。一つだけはっきりしていることがある。何 Okay, this is the same as before. Okay, we definitely need to attack him on his last statement there that was added. 最後のやつが大事。とりあえず。あ、違うわ。もう、やだよ。やだよ。I keep doing this. So annoying when this happens. もういいかい。Okay. Yes. しかし、怪人やブラブラパパパパブラバブラバブラバババせーに There. 証拠品にどこを殴られたか載ってるのがあったか。いや、これだ。後頭部。これだ。簡単。Okay, it's easy. Yeah. とりあえずこれでしょ。あ、違う。後頭部だって。That means the back of the head. アイガさん、あなたの証言はバラバラにしてガタガタです。アイガ、your testimony is all over the place. さあれ、弁護士殿、これは愉快至極。Oh, lawyer, well, that's very unpleasant. 愉快至極。Wait, 愉快。不愉快。Oh, 愉快至極。He means that's very funny. That's very funny. 愉快 means like funny, entertaining. I was thinking 不愉快, but yeah, 愉快。愉快至極。Truly very amusing. Amusing. Amusing.
この愛画にそのような微笑ましき挑戦状。To think that you would send, to would give a statement of challenge. So laughable. 微笑ましき is 微笑む means to smile. So like, so laughable. 昨日あなたはこう言っていたはずです。Yesterday you said tomorrow. まこと卑怯なり仮面マスク Truly cowardly by 仮面マスク。この好敵手の後ろ頭をこのような危険なもので殴るとは。To think that he would hit me on the back of the head with something so dangerous. 強制至極 What is that? 強越至極 Extremely delighted すごいな強越至極 Wow. Well, that's one word, I guess. That is definitely one of the words of all time. 後ろ頭 Back of the head しかし今あなたは証言した額をコツンとやられた But now you testify that you got hit on the forehead. 矛盾です。もし本当に殴られたのなら間違えることなどありえない。If you really got hit, there's no way you would get it wrong. どうやらややうっかりしていたようです。It seems I was a little bit careless. 相賀さん。おかしいのは今の証言だけじゃありません。The thing that's weird is not just your statements, like, until now. But we won't find out what is actually weird until next time. Because I gotta stop the stream. I think I'll pause here and have a cliffhanger. This is like a good cliffhanger because I just figured something out. And he's gonna explain next time. He's gonna explain what's weird. So that I'm immediately back caught up again. And knowing what the hell is going on. So yeah, I'm really hungry. I need to get some food, and it's not that late yet. And I spent all afternoon working, and I really want to get some rest time and some chill time. I'll spend some time with my girlfriend probably. So yeah, thank you. All right. 今日はねここまでにしたいと思います。はい。このなんか昼過ぎの時はこう仕事してて、今もうちょっと疲れてるんだから、また今度にしようと思います。はい。あ、フォローありがとうございます。くんまさん。Thanks for following. Yeah, I'll be back. 次の配信はね、まあ予定通りなら水曜日にする。水曜日は多分だけどね、ペルソナ4 The Golden の続きをしたいと思います。I'm gonna continue Persona. Probably, most likely. Or maybe I'll think of something else. I don't know. But Persona is on the schedule for now. Thanks for watching, okay? Thank you, everyone. It's time to save. Save the game. Save. Yes. Quiet. Hey, also, if you want to join the Discord server, you can. I have copy link. I have a Discord. You can join the Discord if you want. It's right here. Mostly just to chill, to talk, and to get stream notifications. So yeah, thanks. I'll see you Wednesday, okay? Thank you, everyone. All right. I'm going to end the YouTube stream, and then we'll see. Maybe we can go raid someone on the Twitch side, all right? So people on YouTube, thanks for watching. I'll be back Wednesday. Yeah, and we'll see, okay? Anyways, thank you. Bye.